Hola and welcome to ProSpanish. As well as giving you all the basics that every beginner needs, we'll also be covering some not so basic content, which is still essential for effective conversation in Spanish and will be very useful for our more advanced subscribers. So we'll begin with I have. I have in Spanish is tengo. Tengo. Straightforward. I have tengo. Tengo. Okay, the word for hiccups in Spanish. Hiccups. Hiccups is nice and easy because it's hipo. Hipo. So if you have hiccups in Spanish, you have a hippo. You have a hippopotamus. Hipo is hiccups. Hipo. So how would you say, I have hiccups? I have hiccups, or I've got hiccups. What would that be? Tengo hipo. Tengo hipo. And I didn't mention it before, but if this is your first Pro-Spanish lesson, make sure you pause the video to give yourself some thinking time to answer all the questions. Okay, so tengo hipo, I have hiccups. Tengo hipo. If you want to say I don't, you just put no at the beginning. N-O, no, no. How would you say I don't have hiccups? I don't have hiccups. I haven't got hiccups. What would that be? No tengo hipo. No tengo hipo. I don't have hiccups. No tengo hipo. Let's stick with the body functions. And let's have tos. Tos. T-O-S. Tos. Tends to make the kids laugh for some reason, but tos is cough. Cough. So in Spanish, they don't say I have a cough, they just say I have cough. I have cough. And the word for cough is tos. T-O-S. Tos. Tos is cough. How would you say I have a cough? And remember, they just say I have cough. How would you say I have cough? Tengo tos. Tengo tos. Tengo tos. I have cough. I have a cough. How about I don't have a cough? What would that be? I don't have a cough. No tengo tos. No tengo tos. How would you say I don't have a cough? I have hiccups. I don't have a cough. I have hiccups. What would that be? No tengo tos, tengo hipo. No tengo tos, tengo hipo. So again, what's I have? Tengo. Tengo is I have. To say you have, it's tienes. Tienes is you have. And because in Spanish they don't have do you, they just have you as a question. You have, tienes. So you have and do you have is the same word, tienes. Tienes, do you have, tienes. So how would you say, do you have a cough? Have you got a cough? What would that be? Have you got a cough? Maybe something the doctor might be asking a few people at the moment. Have you got a cough? What would that be? ¿Tienes tos? ¿Tienes tos? Have you got a cough? ¿Tienes tos? And you could answer, no, no tengo tos. No, I don't have a cough. ¿Tienes tos? Do you have a cough? The word for, or the phrase for a problem is un problema. Un problema, a problem. Nice and easy. Un problema. How would you ask the question, do you have a problem? Do you have a problem? Have you got a problem? What would that be? ¿Tienes un problema? ¿Tienes un problema? And of course that would be the same as you have a problem. So do you have a problem? And you have a problem is the same. Tienes un problema. You have a problem. Or the question, ¿Tienes un problema? Have you got a problem? How would you say, I haven't got a problem? What would that be? I haven't got a problem. No tengo un problema. No tengo un problema. So what have we got? We've got I have, tengo. You have or do you have, tienes. We've got hiccups, hipo. We've got cough, tos. And we've got a problem, un problema. So far, so easy. If we want to go from you, something in the present, so you have, to he or she, we just kick off the S in tienes, or whatever verb it might be. Just kick off the S, the last S, and that gives us the he or she of the verb. So tienes is you have. How will we say he or she has? Kick off the S and you have tiene. Tiene. So tiene is he or she has. Tiene, he or she has. How would you say he's got hiccups? He's got hiccups. What would that be? Tiene hipo. Tiene hipo. How would we say he hasn't got a problem? He hasn't got a problem. What would that be? No tiene un problema. No tiene un problema. So, tengo, I have. Tienes, you have, do you have. Knock off the S. Tiene, he, she has. So, tengo, I have. I had. So, to talk about yesterday, last week, last year. I had. I had is tuve. 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 T-U-V-E. The V always pronounced like the letter B in English. Tuve. Tuve, I had. How would you say? I had hiccups. I had hiccups. What would that be? Tuve hipo. Tuve hipo. How would you say? I had hiccups, but I didn't have a cough. I had hiccups, but I didn't have a cough. The word for but is pero. P-E-R-O. Pero. So how would you say? I had hiccups, but I didn't have a cough. Tuve hipo, pero no tuve tos. Tuve hipo, pero no tuve tos. And we'll just take a brief pause there while I mention the ProSpanish Levels 1 to 6 course available for download from prospanish.co.uk. This course takes the complete beginner step by step right up to a conversational level of Spanish in nice, easy steps and over the shortest time possible. Okay, and back to the lesson. The word for an accident is un accidente. Un accidente, nice and easy. Un accidente, an accident. How would you say, I didn't have an accident? I didn't have an accident. What would that be? No tuve un accidente. No tuve un accidente. How would you say, I had a problem, I had an accident? I had a problem, I had an accident. What would that be? Tuve un problema, tuve un accidente. Tuve un problema, tuve un accidente. So tuve, I had. Tuve, I had. Did you have or you had? So you had, and then the question, did you have, is the same in Spanish. Tuviste. Tuviste. You had. Remember, in the you of any tense in Spanish, it's got the letter S in it. Tuviste. Tuviste. In the present you have, it was tienes with an S in it. And now it's tuviste. Tuviste, you had. Or did you have? How would you say, did you have a problem? ¿Tuviste un problema? ¿Tuviste un problema? How about, did you have hiccups? ¿Tuviste hipo? ¿Tuviste hipo? How about, did you have an accident? Did you have an accident? What would that be? ¿Tuviste un accidente? ¿Tuviste un accidente? So, did you have an accident? ¿Tuviste un accidente? The word for luck in Spanish is suerte. Suerte is luck. Suerte. Suerte. And in fact, just to say to somebody, good luck, you just say luck. Suerte. Suerte. Good luck. Or just luck. So suerte, luck. S-U-E-R-T. Suerte. How would you say, did you have any luck? Did you have any luck? And in Spanish, they don't use that any word like we do. They just say, did you have luck? Did you have luck? So did you have any luck? Did you have luck? What would that be? ¿Tuviste suerte? ¿Tuviste suerte? Did you have any luck? ¿Tuviste suerte? Might be buying something or resolving a problem, whatever it might be. ¿Tuviste suerte? Did you have any luck? And you could answer, no, I had a problem. No, tuve un problema. No, I had a problem. Tuve un problema. So suerte, luck. Now you also use suerte and tener, to have, to say if somebody is lucky, if you're lucky. So if you want to say, I am lucky, you say, I have luck. If you want to say, I was lucky, you would say, I had luck. I had luck. I was lucky. So how would you say, I was lucky? In other words, I had luck. What would that be? Tuve suerte. Tuve suerte. So I was lucky. I had luck. Tuve suerte. How would you say, he's lucky? He's lucky. Now we have to go all the way back to what we did in the present. Remember, you have is tienes. To get to he or she has, knock off the S. So how would you say, she has luck, or she's lucky? Tiene suerte. Tiene suerte. She's lucky, or he's lucky. Okay, but back to the past. So we've got tuve, I had. Tuviste, you had, or did you have. And he or she had. He or she had is tuvo. Tuvo. T-U-V-O. Tuvo. Tuvo. Like a tube. Tuvo. So tuvo, he or she had. How would you say he had a problem? Tuvo un problema. Tuvo un problema. He had a problem. How would you say he didn't have a cough? No tuvo tos. No tuvo tos. He didn't have a cough. No tuvo tos. How about he was lucky. He didn't have an accident. He was lucky. He didn't have an accident. So we need to say he had luck. He didn't have an accident. What would that be? Tuvo suerte. No tuvo un accidente. Tuvo suerte. No tuvo un accidente. So tuvo suerte. He had luck. He was lucky. No tuvo. He didn't have un accidente. An accident. So what have we got so far? We've got tengo, I have, tienes, you have, tiene, he or she has. Looking off that S. For the past, we have tuve, I had, tuviste, you had, or did you have, and tuvo, he or she had. If you want to say I will have in Spanish, I will have, tendré. Tendré, T-E-N-D-R-E with an accent. Tendré, I will have. Tendré. Tendré, I will have. How would you say, I'll have an accident? I'll have an accident. What would that be? Tendré un accidente. Tendré un accidente. How would you say, I won't have a problem? I won't have a problem. What would that be? No tendré un problema. No tendré un problema. How about I'll be lucky? What would that be? I'll be lucky. In other words, I will have luck. What would that be? Tendré suerte. Tendré suerte. I'll be lucky or I'll have luck. Tendré suerte. To say in Spanish, another chance, we say another opportunity. Another chance is another opportunity. Otra oportunidad. Otra oportunidad. So another, otra, opportunity or chance, oportunidad. So otra oportunidad is another chance. So how would you say, I won't have another chance, like I won't get another chance? What would that be? I won't have another chance. No tendré otra oportunidad. No tendré otra oportunidad. How would you say, I have another chance? So go back to the present, our very first one. I have another chance. I've got another chance. What would that be? Tengo otra oportunidad. Tengo otra oportunidad. I have another chance. So tendré, I'll have. You will have, or will you have, the question. You'll have, or will you have. Tendrás. Tendrás. T-E-N-D-R-A with an accent. S. Tendrás. You'll have. How would you say? You'll have another chance. You'll have another opportunity. What would that be? Tendrás otra oportunidad. Tendrás otra oportunidad. You'll have another chance. How about you won't have another chance? What would that be? You won't get another chance. What would that be? No tendrás otra oportunidad. No tendrás otra oportunidad. How about you'll have a problem? You'll have a problem. What would that be? Tendrás un problema. Tendrás un problema. Okay, if we want to go from you have to he or she has, it's the same as the present. We just knock off the S. Just knock off that last S. So tendrás is you will have. How will we say he, she will have? Tendrá. Tendrá. Tendrá, he or she will have. The same but without the S. Tendrá, he or she will have. How will you say she'll have an accident? She'll have an accident. What would that be? Tendrá un accidente. Tendrá un accidente. How about she won't have another opportunity? She won't have another opportunity. What will that be? No tendrá otra oportunidad. No tendrá otra oportunidad. She won't have another opportunity. How about she'll be lucky? She will be lucky. In other words, she will have luck. Do you remember what that word was for luck? Beginning with suerte. See if you can remember. So how would you say she'll have luck or she'll be lucky? Tendrá suerte. Tendrá suerte. So she'll be lucky. Tendrá suerte. How would you say she'll be lucky? She'll have another opportunity. She'll be lucky. She'll have another chance. What would that be? Tendrá suerte. Tendrá otra oportunidad. Tendrá suerte. Tendrá otra oportunidad. And that concludes today's ProSpanish lesson. As mentioned before, if you're looking to become a confident and a competent speaker of Spanish, there's no time like now to take advantage of any extra time you might have. So head over to prospanish.co.uk where you can download the full levels 1 to 6 course and make a real commitment to becoming conversational in Spanish over these coming months.